Hey everyone, welcome back to In Her Wallet, a weekly podcast helping women around the world take control of their finances for good and build better financial futures one episode at a time. My name is Sophia. I'm your host, the founder of In Her Wallet, and an accredited investment representative here in Canada. It's been a week and a half since we last released an episode, and the reason for that is because I needed the time to recharge and refocus. I self produce these episodes all on my own, and so far we've done 20 in season 2. I'm very proud of that. I'm very proud to continue bringing high quality content to you guys. But that being said, I wanted to take a break. So today I'm very happy to be back and to bring you a new episode filled with actionable tips and advice on money management. So, I know in season 2, so far, we've talked about a lot of different important topics such as insurance, workplace benefits, securing government grants for your business. But today, I want to take it all the way back and to the basics and chat about our fears around money management, our psychological fears around money management. And the reason for that is, let's be honest, it all depends on our relationship with money. And it all comes down to our positive relationship with money and being able to take action. Before we dive into the 3 ways how to conquer your fears around personal finances, I want to discuss what these fears around money are and where they come from. As always, I like sharing eye opening stats. So, something I want to share today is a study done by Elvest in 2022. So, very recent. It says that 59% of women stress about money once per week, and 43% of women worry about money actively at least once per day. So, yes, money is a dominating source of stress for many of us. But where does it come from? I think for starters, it's fair to say that many of us, women and men as well, we are not really exposed to money management until we leave our parents' nest egg or until we graduate school. So, this lack of experiences leads to uncertainty and reluctance to manage our own money and even make small steps towards money management, such as checking our bank account and paying off our credit cards on time. The next contributing factor could possibly be our past negative experiences and messages we have received about money. For me personally, something I want to share with you guys, I was very lucky to be given an opportunity to go abroad to get my education from a highly esteemed University of British Columbia. But there were times when my parents had difficulty paying for tuition, and the reason for that is because there were some sudden unexpected costs or tuition would increase. So this in turn, I think, contributed to me developing this feelings of anxiety perhaps and fear that there won't be enough money at some point in time. I have worked on that for many years since then, and I think I'm in a good state right now. But I'm sharing this example to come forward and let you know that these experiences are normal. A lot of us go through it. For some people, they grow up in households where money is a constant reason for stress, bills overdue, debt, and so on. Witnessing such circumstances creates deep seated fears and anxieties around personal finances, and this is normal. And final, a third factor contributing to us stressing about money is because I think historically we women have been discouraged from taking an active part in financial matters, which results in lack of confidence. Think about it. How often have you heard the phrase, let your husband handle family finances and so on? The subtle messages that we keep hearing on and on reinforce notion that women are not as capable or are not as good at money management. So these 3, I believe personally, are the top 3 reasons, but thankfully the times are changing. So here are the 3 ways I think we can shift the narrative and overcome our fears around money. Action step number one is overcoming your fears by gaining knowledge. Duh. I know I didn't discover America just now, but educating yourself on basic things like saving, how to be good with credit cards, how to invest for the long term, all of this is one of the most effective ways to conquer your fears. That doesn't mean you need to go back to school or to sign up for some fancy course. It can be fun and exciting, and I actually have a solution for you because In Her Wallet membership is launching this summer, and it will be your e learning universe and a community of like minded women all wrapped in one. Our podcast audience will be the first to know when doors open, so definitely stay tuned. But until then, I want to leave you with actionable tips as always. So, I want to recommend three of my favorite books on personal finance that I think are a great first step to get you started in terms of educating yourself. First one is the book that you've probably heard me reference multiple times in this podcast. It's The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. Second book is one of my latest reads. It's called How to Manage Your Money When You Don't Have Any by Eric Reck. I absolutely loved this read. It's not the new one, but it goes over the basic rules of money management. And even though it says how to manage your money when you don't have any, I think this book will be great for anyone who wants to be good and who wants to get on path to financial success. And finally, last book is called Broke Millennial Takes on Investing by Erin Lowry, another great read, and that one is solely about investing. So here we go. These are the three books I think that will be a good head start, that will give you a good head start to gaining knowledge in terms of personal finance. Now, moving on to step number two, getting a clear picture of your financial situation and starting to build that financial foundation. Once you educate yourself, the next step is, of course, to take action. Once you know where you are in the financial roadmap, you will automatically get clarity on where you are in the present and the things that you need to do to achieve that desired financial future, which in turn, both of this will give you confidence and no more sweaty hands or pounding heart when you do things like check your credit card statement or check your balance in the checking account. When I also talk about starting to build your financial foundation, I know for a lot of people, the assumption is that you need to start investing, but I want to pause there and say that more often than not, before you start investing, there are certain things that you need to do to set yourself up for success, such as saving for emergencies. Oftentimes, that's 3 to 5 to 6 to 7 months of basic expenses. My tip in this whole step number two is to first read those books that I just recommended, then see where you are in your financial roadmap. And if you have all the basic things covered, then for sure go ahead and start investing. But until then, really give yourself confidence that you have everything set up to give your money an opportunity to grow. By the way, if you need help with getting a clear picture of your financial situation and help with starting to build that solid financial foundation, I am very happy to work with you one on one. So if you're interested in that, let me know. In the past month, I've worked with two wonderful girls who I helped achieve that. So I'll be very happy to share their results with you if you're interested and help you get on the same path to financial success. So finally, step number three. Of course, overcoming fears about around personal finances goes beyond just gaining knowledge and taking action. It also involves shifting our mindset and building confidence in our ability to navigate the world of personal finance. Here are some of the key strategies to help foster an empowering mindset and boost your financial confidence. I think there are three key ones. First one is challenging limiting beliefs. If you constantly tell yourself, I'm not good with money, I'm not good with numbers, well, guess what? That's the state you're living in and nothing will change. So change that narrative you constantly Feed yourself with saying, I am capable of learning and improving my financial skills. Money is flowing to me. I am capable of achieving financial success. If you change the narrative and the wording, your present will change. Next one, surround yourself with supportive individuals. Listening to our podcast is the first thing, obviously, but also having people who you can talk about money. One of the episodes we released in season one was exactly about that. I know a lot of people are scared of talking about money. There's a lot of stigma around that, but trust me, we're all in the same boat. We share so many similar fears around money. So, having engaging in those conversations could be another step in helping you foster that empowering mindset. And last one is celebrating financial wins. Acknowledging and celebrating your accomplishments, no matter how small they are, is has a very big impact on your financial journey. For me personally, I still remember how I celebrated my very first paycheck. My very first paid job here in Canada was actually in Zara. I was working as a sales associate, and I remember the very first paycheck I got, I rewarded myself, or the very first vacation I got from that job, I rewarded myself with going to see my family. I still remember it to this day, and I still think that that's the best money I've ever spent. Obviously, celebrating wins doesn't always have to be as big, but it all reinforces positive mindset. Well, these were the three ways to overcome and conquer your fears around personal finances. To reiterate, first we said you need to gain knowledge. Second, you need to get a clear picture of your financial situation and start building financial foundation. And finally, you need to shift your mindset and know that you are able to navigate the world of personal finances no matter how volatile it is. Remember, In Her Wallet membership is going to support you with all three of this, and it's going to launch this summer. Stay tuned. In the meantime, I want you to give yourself credit for showing up for yourself and your future, because every time you do that, you increase what's financially possible for you. I was very happy to bring you this new episode. If you found it useful, please share it with your family and friends and whoever you think might find it useful. I can't wait to see you on Friday.